didn.t. It's a survival show. You have to create that drama. You have to create that competition. It's entertainment. And this is what the fans really want.
And that's all I can do right now. I'm so sorry.
And if you're meant to shine in small ways and celeb ways, you'll need to understand the 4 classes of jealousy that might surround you unknowingly, or that you might, face in the corporate world. So, soulmates, let's take a short ride. Okay, it's very short. It's very 4 reasons only, and it's very intriguing information. So, first class, I call it the perfect object, and this is their target. They are usually naive, usually warm and open to experiencing all kind of souls, all kind of people. They believe in right and in fairness. They believe in justice. They believe that everyone is out there hoping for the best of the world. Sometimes it's because of how they grew up. That's why they have that naivety. Most times they were the one trying to hold it together while the world around them was just collapsing. Maybe they got from a broken home where the dad was absent or the mom was absent, whichever case, whichever scenario that has hurt your childhood and your childhood memories. And yet you believe in their smiles. You trust that they're just like you. You're open and warm and kind. You don't believe they could ever take advantage of your weakness or anyone's weakness or even betray you like that. You believe their family, that they chose you to be part of them, so they owe you loyalty just as much as you have given them your loyalty. You give them your best even at the cost of the weight on your body. I mean, sometimes you got sick, yet you were just there, you were present, you made it work.
Picture they've been painting of her. She continued, being called lazy, especially as a black girl, is not fair. Now I feel like I always need to put in the extra work to prove something, even though I don't. It's become way more obvious that it wasn't her choice. Because second of all, she was at a concert that night that the news was announced. Like, she was at a concert. She's fine. She's healthy. She's out. She's active. Doesn't seem like she has to be laying down and missing Katseye events. Then Dumois added fuel to the fire, and they posted that she's never coming back, allegedly. Dumois is a blind item account, so you can't take this as fact or anything, but they said that they have a source that told them that she's being phased out of the group for unknown reasons. Is she being punished? Because we know these K-pop contracts are crazy, and if you go against the K-pop father at HybbenxGriffen, you will be punished for it. And she has done punishable things, maybe.
This was ignored. It was named lazy. They wanted more of that horsepower. And like a horse, you just went and ran and ran after the apple before you ate. Not because you needed their validation. You know you're worthy. You know you had little to no help with growing your gifts. They weren't nurtured when you were younger because nobody cared. Nobody, they weren't like, oh, hi, I'm here to help you with your gift. No, you had to figure it all out on your own. So you worked twice as hard. You had sleepless nights so that you can cover up the time the others had to grow into it. You had to replenish what the cankerworm ate, If you know, you know. But their world was fast, yet you had known a slow-paced living. You were accustomed to rest, not because you're lazy, but because your creativity comes and thrives in that. And they work like robots. When you move like a human being experiencing life, their goal is profits in exchange for your soul. Well, you hope to meet your favorite people. You hope to meet your tribe, your fans, your colleagues, those who love you, to love them. They're hoping they can get another back and another one and another one. And if you're not doing what they're saying, then another one. But don't think like them. They live in a man-eat-man world. And it's so generic, me saying this, don't think about them, but it's really easy. Just don't think. You will uncover the beauty of it all in time. It will all make sense because this is what we call character development. And that happens to everyone in life, and especially for people who have gifts and are chosen and are special and are different and are unique. You have to go through the desert but, you'll blossom as a diamond. And in the meantime, they want to suck the most out of you before you uncover your greatness in its full form. Why, my dear? Well, I'll tell you that in second class, okay? Come, join me.
To me on my own post. I love them all individually. So first he commented on my Instagram and then on Threads. His name is Raphael, and he commented on my post just describing how she's taking the hiatus, and he decided to say, the show must go on, with or without a member. Katseye is bigger than just one girl. Okay, weird. Why is that your immediate response, especially if you want the group to thrive? Why would you be disparaging one of the girls in your daughter's girl group? Katseye is bigger than just one girl. Would you like it if Danny got kicked out? Then he said, we need girls who can grind. Katseye is a powerhouse and the show must go on. That is just so strange that he feels comfortable commenting that he seems gung-ho in having Manon leave. And it does provide a peek behind the curtain. Fans are wondering and speculating if Danny has said something about her frustrations, and that offers maybe a peek into Hybe's mind about this decision. A fan commented under my post, I am the hugest girl group fan, and normally I'm okay with members leaving or even replacements, but Katseye is a set 6-piece, point blank, period. They cannot fuck this up. And then Danny's dad said, 5 is okay too. Come back when you're ready to work. What? That is just, first of all, mean. That's like, second of all, it's mean. Like, why is he saying that? People also realized that she wasn't invited to Danny's Thanksgiving. I can only imagine what else Manon goes through behind the scenes.
This second class delayed reaction here. So you think they chose you, and they chose you, yes. But they've studied the stars. They know how to choose stars, okay? They have the blueprint of making it big in that industry, in that space, in that work. They carry the kind of intelligence that molds that into a gem. And I'm not saying you did to, you do it. Yeah. I mean, we were all made from mud, so whatever. But the source is not on you. It's not in the way you dress or move your body. It's not in the makeup or your hair. It's not in the booty. You're the source. You are the source. You are the blueprint. You can exist without the glam and grind and still be shining. You could be deep in the Amazon forest or whatever and still be a star. And they're lucky to be on your path. Yes, every human being is lucky to experience your soul. Yes, because that is why you exist. I'm not telling you this so you can be boastful or you can brag it up. It's not like you don't know it. Yet I need not to humble you because you're humble enough. You get it. You see beyond the limitation of the eye. You feel it. They thought they can see you in all your aspects, in all the aspects, in all of your aura, but they didn't hear the silent nights, the nights that you cried into your pillow, the nights that you were so confused, the nights that you're wondering, wait, am I overthinking this? Didn't I think that I will be entire-ish? Like, the nights you dreamed and cried into your pillow, but your soul knew it was bigger than your present, it was faster than your past, faster than the many classes that you didn't have of dancing, the music, the experience of it all. Your soul had it all figured out. It was locked into you. You wanted to run, to manifest into a star. You wanted to be like Joseph, and you told your brothers, look, you and mommy and daddy and all of you are going to be bowing down to me. Yeah. Because you saw it, and what you saw, you were right. But even in that, it's a beautiful thing. And somebody else wants it. Somebody wants to take control of it. Somebody wants it to be in their possession. Somebody wants to tell it when to do this and that. Meanwhile, you're free. You're a free spirit. You can't be chained, okay? That's why you're reacting like this. You're reacting like this because you had it in you and they didn't see that. They don't see it in that way. They expected a finished product, one polished in training. They expected you to be more fast, more this upgrade system, upgrade. They wanted to teach you in their fire, not knowing you are the fire. You carry the light. You're the city on the hill, the one people run to because you get them. They're your people. You're their star. You are positioned front and center, and you're not their background. Nene, you don't sit in the back. You're twice as good, twice as capable. And not because you're more special than the others. Not because Manon was more special than the other girlies, okay? You're just as special as they are. And maybe they had to follow a different path. Maybe they had to go through the class in the mornings and that to be sharpened like that. And maybe you had to experience a whole different life so that when you join together, it's a unique combination. Imagine if everybody just went to class and became, it was like, okay, meh, okay, okay. But when there's a story there, people feel it, people connect to that. People are like, oh wait, yeah, she did, but she does well, now people are praising Manon, sure, because they can see the work. And you earned your spot in a different lane because that's your path. Yours was the road of uniqueness. That's why it looks easy. It isn't easy. But it's easy still because that's naturally you. It's your blessing. It's your favor. And that's the Math check class 3. Small and tiny. Yeah. The attacks are small and tiny. They react to you through small and tiny ways. It will be so small you won't feel it as fast. You just think, wait, am I over here? Nah. You just think, no, I'm just lucky to be here. I don't think they mean it that way. I don't think she said it that way. Why? Because 8. Yeah, because you 8 it up again. 10, 10 minutes 2 is still 8, not late. Always on timing. But they hit you in tiny ways. The little jobs that you experience. The little, oh, it's just a joke. It's just a joke, okay? Because your bones are undeniable. They can be seen, they can be felt. They might be small, but they're mighty. And they show, yeah, we see it. We can't tell you why or how we see it. It just exists there. In those who care, in those who are fans. And you have eyes. You understand. You know you're different. You know you're understanding. You know you put in the work. Sometimes extra so you can catch up. Sometimes extra because you're this and that. And you came from this background. And they did all this stuff. And you don't want to disappoint them. Excuse me. And you don't want to disappoint them. Yeah. You don't want to embarrass them or yourself. You don't want to embarrass the company. You thought they'd let you belong, let you be the, part of the group, part of the party, belong to the wanted because they chose you. But they were jealous. Yeah, they were jealous. They coveted what you had, what was naturally used in so many ways. They thought about it. They thought how to take it away from you. They thought how could they be you. They thought about mimicking you. They thought about a copy of you and what it would be like if you were not there. They thought about all these messed up things. Yes, they did. Little by little, they made you feel like working it harder will prove. Like, if you work hard enough, if you overdo it, then you will prove your worth. You'll prove that you're part of the group. When you're part of the group. But you have little to prove. You're the it. It girl, it boy, it anything. It auntie, period. But lastly, okay? I don't want to keep it here for long. But they'll show their face. Yeah, they'll shout it on the rooftop. They say, he, thou hast been cast off. They'll embarrass you in public. They'll come guns blazing. They'll put in the post. Many things are beyond reality. For man judges, as they see men judge 10 over 10, 7 on what they see. They don't look at the heart. They don't look at the hard work, the endless thoughts, the way you put it together in your head, the limitation of funds to do it, the way you just push and push, the many times you've been told no when you have to work on it again. They don't see that, not immediately anyway. They're limited in their understanding. Yes, as smart as they are, Finally, you, my dear, your tribe will have your back. It's the destiny of the chosen. Yeah. They might come against you one way, but they will flee before you 7 ways, period. For if God before you, who can condemn you? Who? Who can say a thing when it hasn't been written by God? Who can rewrite fate? Which human being do you know has ever had the control of writing fate? I'll wait. While I'll wait, you might go ahead and like and subscribe. Yeah. You feel differently. Yeah, you feel deeply. Because your soul is deep and you explore all that journey. And yes, sometimes it's lonely, sometimes you're confused, and sometimes you don't know what is happening. But as long as you live again another day, you have hope that you'll be who you've always been destined to be. As long as you live in the right path, because everyone got some responsibility to do. You can't just have once a nice beardy and you eating junk. You get it? You get it. Yeah. But you love in a unique way, in a familiar way, in your way. And it's important for this reality, for the generation that you're in, for the time that you're in, for the people that surround you, people that, come unto you. It's for a reason. And I know it hurts. I know it's so confusing. I know it's embarrassing. But it will all make sense. Yeah. Why that humiliation had to happen, why it had to be you. And just excuse them. For they know not that you, the casted stone, they were rejecting you, that they were throwing off, ignoring you. You're the foundation. You're the foundation of what they're trying to build over city. You're the star. You're it. You're. Anyway, that's my spell. You're a star, and that's why they're jealous. That's my spell. And thank you for listening to me. Thank you for joining me in this conversation. If this letter has been touching, has renewed you, has made you feel some type of way, let me know down below. And thank you. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you next time. God bless you. Bye.